Good morning everyone, this is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Around We Go by FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards. Now, I will give you a bit of a warning. This may be the first of several puzzles by FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards that you see over the next few weeks, because I have been not getting many submissions in the last few weeks, and I know that they've got a backlog of puzzles that I can pull from in order to be able to bring content. So that's what I might be doing. I'll try and reach out to a few other people as well, but I've already got permission from them to basically pull from a very large backlog. So if I have trouble finding other puzzles, I'm just going to grab something from them. A good puzzle is a good puzzle, and does it really matter where it comes from? I do want to feature puzzles from as many people as possible, and I do have puzzles in my backlog, but some of them are ones that I've been warned that I may struggle with for various reasons. So I will see how I go. I'm also running with a time constraint at the moment, so there's a few things in play. So if you see quite a few FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards puzzles, then that's the reason. If you wish to help alleviate this problem, if you see puzzles from other sources that you think would be good from the channel, submit a recommendation. If you're a setter and you've got a puzzle that you think would be good for the channel, submit it. My submission details are below, and they're always a pop-up about 15 minutes into a video, or 12 if the video doesn't run too long. So always feel free to submit. Let's have a look at this one. Around We Go by FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards. So we've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have killer cages. So in cages, the digits in the cage must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Digits cannot repeat within cages, but they couldn't in this puzzle anyway because they're all bound to rows, columns, or boxes. And thermos. So digits on these thermo shapes must strictly increase as we go along the thermo. So this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this, and the same is true on all of these shapes. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So in 3 cells, we know that the minimum 3 digits we could put in are 1, 2, 3. This is 6. We need to increase one of these digits by 1 to get to 7. We can't increase the 1 or the 2 without causing a duplication, so we increase the 3 to a 4. The 3 largest digits we could put in are 7, 8, and 9. Without repeats, 7, 8, 9 actually sums to 24. So that's what we've got there. So I'm not sure how this one's going to work. Hang on, 1, 2, 4. So the minimum this could be, it could be 3. 9, 8, 7. So this could be as low as 6. 9 in this box is there, isn't it? Because I can't put 9 here because the 7, 8, 9 triple. Oh no, it's in one of those two. I can't put 9 partway along a thermo. 9 is in one of those two for the same reason. I can't put 9 in a 10 cage. Oh, this is what's important. I can't put 9 in a 10 cage because 9 in a 10 cage would need... Oh no, I could put 9 there though. So 9 is in one of those 3. Okay. I don't know where I'm looking. 1, 2, 9, 8, 7, 6. Maximum here is 6. 9, 8, 7, 6. Maximum here is 6. That's not it. I don't know. Seven, 8, 9 needs to go into this box. So these 3 digits are in those 3 cells. So where's 8? Well, 8 could go there. 8 is in one of those 3. Ah, that cell. Because this is a maximum of 6. This is a maximum of 5. This would be a maximum. Right. It's that cell. Because of the 7, 8, 9, this has a maximum of 6. So this has a maximum of 5. This has a maximum of 4, but it can't be 1, 2, or 4. That's a 3. That's incredibly clever. So this is 4 or 5 and 5 or 6. That's incredibly clever. So now these are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 5 or 6 only. 7, 8, 9 are down here. So there must be a 7, an 8, or a 9 on the Thermo. So because I can't put all of 7, 8, 9 off the Thermo, this is 7 or 8. This can't be a 7 anymore. Because if this was a 7, this would have to be a 6, 5, and then that would be broken. That's very cool. Now, could this be 7? 7, 8, 9? Maybe. That's very clever. 3 is over here because 3 in this row. So this is actually a 3. 1 and 2 are down here. So with 1, 2 being down here, 1 and 2 are up here, but I can't put 1, 2 here. Now I have a 10 cage. A 10 cage is 1, 2, 7, 1, 3, 6, 1, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 5. This is weirder than I thought. This is... Not being comfortable with these mid-range killer cages is definitely something that's playing with my brain. But that was incredible. I still think there's something going on here, because these are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but this one can't be 8 or 9. Is there something going on here? I have to have one of one. There has to be one of 1 or 2 in here, because I can't put them in any of those, and I can't put it there, because if this was 2, 1, 0, so there's one of 1 or 2 in there. Can these be both 1 and 2? Probably. Maximum 6. I don't know what this is doing. Well, hang on. 9, 8, 7, 6. This is a maximum of 6. 9, 8, 7, 6. This is a maximum of 6. So the maximum those could be would be 5 and 6, because they can't both be 6. So the maximum these can be is 11. So this is 7, 8, or 9. But these can't go too low, can they? Yeah, this can't go too low. Right. Because this is a maximum of 6, and this is a maximum of 6. But I think this is similar to something I saw in a puzzle recently by... Was it the Randall puzzle? I'm not sure. But if this was a 1, these would have to be 8, 9, and that doesn't work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if this is a 1, these would be 8, 9. But I can't make this 8 or 9. This is a maximum of 6. So this can't be a 1. So the maximum this could sum to is 15. So this can't be any lower than 3. And the same here. They can't put 1 or 2 in any of those. If this is a 3, 6, that would be, right, 3, 6, 9, and that would work. But I couldn't put 1 or 2 in any of those. Does that... So 3, 4, 5, 6. The minimum here is 6. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if this is 9, this would have to be 1, 1. This can't be a 9. This can't be a 9. So this 8, 7, this can't be, hang on, 8, 7, 6, 5. This is a maximum of 5. And it's the same here. This can't be a 9 because 8, whoa, 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 whoa. This is way more restricted. Because if this is an 8, these would have to be, here's where the restriction is. If this is an 8, these would have to be 1, 2, but I can't put a 1 or a 2 here. This is a minimum of 4. Here's the round and round. 4, 6. This is a minimum of 4. 4, 8 would already make this 12. So this can't be 8. 4, 7 already makes it 11. This is 6. And this has to be 4. Because 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 or 7. If this was 7, with this being a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, these had already summed to 11, and that would have to be a 0. This can't be a 7. This has to be a 6. This has to be a 4, so this can be a 1, taking 1 out of there. But that makes this 3, 2, and 1. 6, maximum 5, maximum 4. This has to be 3 because it can't be 2 or 1 because that would break this thermo. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. The 3 means this isn't 3, which means that's okay. But these now have to sum to 15 because 18 minus 3 is 15. So this can't be 4, 11. It can't even be 5, 10. This is 6 and 9. 6 means this is 7, 8, and 9. Taking 9 out of those. The 8 isn't in any of those. There's no 7 in those. This is 5, 6, 9. And the 9, well, we still know, oh, but the 9 isn't there. That's the 9. This is a 5, 6, and the 6 makes that the 5, and that the 6. Mwah! Here's the round and round. It just took me a little bit to find it. Now, 8 here means this is a maximum 7, this is a maximum 6, this is a maximum 5. So this is 2, 3, 4, or 5. This is 4, 5, or 4 or 6 only. 5, 6, or 7, and 7 or 8. Not sure. But if this is 1, 2, this would have to be 11. This can't be 2. This is 1, 3. That'd sum to 4. This would have to be 10. This can't be a 3. So this is 6. So this is 7 and 8 and 7. 1, 4 would be 5, and this would be 9. I was about to put it in, but 1, 4 would, I'm going to finish what I was doing and ignore the conflict I saw. 1, 4 would be 5, this would have to be 9. 1, 5 would be 6, and this would have to be 8. And the 9 looks across, making that the 8. 1, 8 is 9, so that's 5. And there's the round and round done. 5 is not in any of those. 5 is in one of those 3. Well, 5 is in one of those 2. So now 5 is in one of those 2. 5 here would mean this would have to sum to 5, which would make it 2, 3, which would be 3 and 2. That would be okay. How do I make this 10 cage? If I don't put a 1 in this 10 cage, it has to be 2, 3, 5, because the minimum without a 1 is 2, 3, 4. I'd have to increase one of those by 1, and the only thing I could increase without causing a duplicate is the only thing I can increase without causing a duplicate is the 4 to a 5. So if this doesn't have a 1 in it, then this is 2, 3, 5, and the 5 is there. If it does have a 1 in it, the 1 is there. So this is only a 1 or a 5. So it can't be the 3. If this is 1, these sum to 9. They can't be 1, 8. They can't be 2, 7. They can't be 3, 6. They can't be 4, 5. Wait. If this is a 1, these sum to 9. They can't be 1, 8. They can't be 2, 7. They can't be 3, 6. They can't be 4, 5. This is 5 with 3 and 2. That is cool. The 2 takes 2 out of there. Where's 6 in this row? That's the 6. So that's the 5. This is a 1 or a 4. There's a 9 in one of those 2. 8 can't go in those, so that's actually the 8, that's the 9, and this is a 1 or a 4. Of course, because of the 1, 2, 4, that did it. I got that in a different way. These are 1, 2, and 4. There's no 1 there, there's no 4 there, and I can get rid of the corner marks. This is very cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 go into those. There's no 4 is in the middle because of the already known 4s, and the 6, 7 is resolved by the 6 in row 9. It puts 6 in one of those two. Have to put a 1 in here. So these are 1, 5, 8, and 9. Well, I'm not putting 8 in any of those. I'm not putting 9 in the bulb of a thermo. I'm not putting 1 in either of those. I'm not putting 5 in either of those. So 5 is in one of those two. That's not it, is it? It's probably this 17 cage, but I'm feeling a bit daunted by that. The 4 looks up saying that's not a 4. So 4 is in one of those. Probably should look at this. Because the minimum this could be is 2, 3, 5. But that's only 10. That's not a problem, is it? I don't know much about 17 cages. I really want to use the killer calculator. Now, I have to use an 8 or a 9 in this. Because if I don't, with the 6 and the 7 gone, the maximum would be 3, 4, 5. And that does not get me there. 3, 4, 5 is 12. So there's an 8 or a 9 in this, in one of those two cells, because I can't put it there. But I'm not sure that's helping me. 5. This would be... Well, I couldn't go... This would be 7 with 8 or 9 there. If that's 5, that's 7. I'm not seeing a problem with that. Maximum here is 7. Where's 9 in this box? It can't go on the thermo. It can't go in those. So it's in one of those 3. 2 is in one of those. So what is this? It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't be 5, 6. It can't be 7. So this is only 3 or 4. So this is 4. Can't be 5, 6, or 7. It's got to be this 17 cage. Two is down here. 2 is down here. But I don't have any other digit locked down. Where's that digit? Oh no, that digit could be a 1 and there. But if it's a 5, that's a 1. That can't be a 5. If that was a 5, where would 5 go in this box? If this is a 5, 5 couldn't go in its row, couldn't go in any of those. It couldn't go in any of those because of that 5, and none of those are a 5. That's a 1, meaning that's not a 1. This is an 8, 9 pair. So these are 1, 3, 4, and 7. So this is a 3. I can't put 3 in any of those cells because of that 3. That's a 3. This is a 1, 4, 7, which means it's not a 9 because of the 8, 9 pair. 9 is in one of those two, which means this is a 5. Now that 1 freed that thermo up quite a lot. But it does make that 4 and that 1, which means this is 4, 7. Now that thermo is fine, but I know what these are now. 2, 6, and 9. There's no 9 there, there's no 6 there. 2 is down here. 5 is in one of those two. I'm definitely getting stuck, aren't I? This is a 3. 3 in this row. Can't go in any of those because of the known 3s. 6 in this column is there. So what are these? These are 1, 2, 5, and 8. Now that can't be an 8 because 8 need this to be higher than 8 and it can't be. That could be an 8 if that's a 9. This can't be a 1. This can't be a 2 because if this is a 2, this is a 1 and there's nothing in that cell. So that can't be a 2. So this is only 5 or 8. So this has got to be higher than 5. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's not 6 or 8 because it sees 6 and 8 there. This is 7 or 9. I feel like I've missed a very, very important thing. 4 is in one of those. There's no 5 there. So 5 is on this thermo. It's got to be this 17 cage. Do I just want to use the killer calculator? Because 17 is such an awkward number to do in your head. Because I haven't forced a digit into it. I forced digits out of it. I know there's an 8 or a 9 in it. So I can't use a 7 in it. I can't use a 6 in it. And I can't use a 1 in it. So using the killer calculator, I can see it's down to just 2 options. I don't know how I would figure that out on my own. A lot of people just use the killer calculator or they've just memorized the tables. But using the killer calculator, I can see it's 359 or it's 458. So this has to be 359 or 458. And I don't know how I get there. Like even after years of solving, I don't know how, without placing a digit into the cage or just memorizing the tables. And even when you watch, like, I'll pick on them, even though I'm not trying to pick on them. Even when you watch someone like Mark from Cracking the Cryptic, he will look at this cage and go, oh, a 17 cage in 3 has to be, without a 6 or a 7, has to be one of these. He's memorized the tables. He's not logically solving. He is presenting something that he has stored in his brain, which is fine. But for those of us who haven't stored it in their brain or can't, we just refer to a table. It's just what we do. So 359 or 458, how does that help apart from the fact that I have to put a 5 in this cage? But I couldn't put... Oh, there was a 5 in here already. Because, right, I could have got that from the 5s having to be in this cage. So because there is a 5 in this cage, I needed 2 digits that sum to 12. That's the way I could have got it. Because no 5 here, no 5 here, no 5 here. Right, let's do that. Now that I've seen it. So 2 digits that sum to 12. 9, 3 is possible. 8, 4 is possible. 7, 5 isn't. Right, so that's how I get to those. That's how I do it without. Comfortable with that. So 359 or 458. How is that helping me? I can't put 3 in any of those. Can I put a 3 there? So to be 3... 5, 9. If it's 4, 5, 8, the 4 couldn't go there. So the 4 would be up here. I don't know. How would 4, 5, 8 work? So if it was 4, 5, 8, there's no 8 there. There's no 4 there. I can't tell. You know what? I can't tell. Okay. So these are 2, 8, and 9. There's no 8 there. There's no 9 there. That's a 1. 1 and 1 with the 5, 6 makes that the 1, which takes 1 out of there, which makes that the 1, that the 4, that the 2, which means this is the 8, this is the 9, this is the 8, which means that's the 2. This is a 7-9 pair, which means I know what these triples are. 2, 7, 9. Now, this can't be a 9. This can't be a 2. The 7 looks down, making that the 9, which means there's no 9 in this cage, which means this can't be 5 with 3, 9. It's 4, 5, 8. This is 4, 5, 8, which means that's the 2, that's the 1, that's the 4. This is known. 1, 2, this is a 3. That's what I needed to spot. The 9 looks down, making that the 7 and that the 9. There is no 1 in here. This is 2, 5, 8. There's no 9 here. This is 2, 7. These are 3, 5, 8. There's no 3 here. That's the 3. This is a 5, 8 pair. The 8 is looking down, making that the 5, that the 8, meaning this is a 4, 5 pair. This is cool. Sorry I butchered the logic in column 5 full deck and missing a few cards, but I think I've unscrambled myself. Maybe. Now, if this is 5, this is 8. Is that a problem? So what do we have in these columns? There's a 1 in one of those two. These are 1, 2, 7, and 8. So 1, 2, 7, 8. There's no 1 there. There's no 8 there. That's not that helpful, is it? I know what this triple is. 1, 4, 7. There's no 1 there. That gives me a 4, 7 pair, making that the 5 and that the 4. The 5 there makes that the 8, which says there's no 8 there. The 4, 7 makes that the 2, taking 2 out of those, makes that the 7, which makes that the 1 and that the 8, which makes that the 2 and that the 5. The 2 makes that the 9, taking 9 out of there. This 2 makes that the 6 and that the 2. The 4, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a 9. The 7 makes that the 2. These are 6 and 7, and I'll use the 6 to make that the 7 and that the 6. The 7 makes that the 4 and that the 7. The 4 and the 7 means that's the 1. Take 1 out of there, use that 4 to make that the 7 and that the 4. That is beautiful. That is such a good puzzle. I love the way these thermos work with these cages. And there's your round and round. That is so cool. And that cell, realizing what that cell was doing and kicking this off, and then realizing all of this stuff. I got hung up on that 17 cage, not realizing what these 5s were doing. And that would have got me there without using the killer calculator. Sorry about that. And then finding, what was it? I think it was the 1 here, which unlocked all of this and started the chains. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So if I end up doing a whole bunch of full deck and missing a few cards puzzles, then this is sort of what you're going to be expecting. What a shame. But hopefully other people will submit and recommend puzzles, and I'll be able to do some more stuff. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.